Did you know Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart was recently voted the best home and garden center in Michiana? They have some great ideas lying straight ahead. Stay tuned.
Bring the family and step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home both inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Stop by and you'll see why we were voted the best home and garden center in Indiana. Or check out lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart. Just watch for the attraction signs.
Well, welcome to our program. It is a beautiful day here on the south side of Eagle Lake in Edwardsburg, Michigan, and we have quite a segment here for you today, folks. Craig Wallen here along with Mark Linton. Mark, good to see you again, and I tell you, this is going to be really, really fun.
It is, and this is a home that we've had a relationship with the homeowners for over 20 years, and the homeowners contacted us, and their landscaping was just getting a little tired, and so what we wanted to do was breathe some new life into it.
Well, we're going to breathe that life into the landscaping here in just a moment. But Mark, spend a minute, can you, to tell the viewers at home a little bit about what's going on this weekend at Linton's. You've got a fantastic sale going on. I think it's a two-sided sale, isn't it, with a great, great deal going on with your freebies, which we'll see at the end of the show, and then a special program for your Green Thumb Savings Club members.
You're right, Craig. For our Green Thumb Savings Club members, we have a select group of plants, trees, and shrubs they're going to save 50% off of unheardable savings. And then our freebie sale, we've got all sorts of plants, buy one, get one free. We even have one special sale that's buy one, get two free.
Boy, I'm going to be watching for that, and you need to be doing that too. But first, let's take a little bit of a walk here along the way. We're going to start right here and just kind of set things up for you again, Mark. And again, a home that's been here for about 20 years. You've been helping the homeowners for a while. And in the last year, you've done a major makeover here in the front.
We have. And right here, this is the first thing that you see as you pull up the driveway. You've got a beautiful brick mailbox, which ties in with the brick exterior of the house. Actually, we had ornamental grasses here that had gotten way too big, too large, and so we took those out, went with a nice dwarf variety of ornamental grass. Won't get back into that situation again. And then surrounded with yellow knockout roses. And these roses will bloom spring, summer, and fall. Very low maintenance. You don't even have to have a green thumb in order to grow these. And you just need sun and water, and they will perform wonderfully for you.
And you have an ornamental grass that you're going to feature later in the program, too.
Actually, two of them.
That's right. Very good.
And then where we're standing here, Craig, we built this wall, and actually it ties in all these different landscape areas. Chose a nice block that ties in with the exterior of the home, and we have a lot of elevation or grade changes here. This is not only functional, but it adds beauty at the same time. And something that we did just to make this easy to mow and maintain, we actually have about a 6-inch mow edge here, and we've positioned our commercial grade landscape edging out in front of that. Also gives it a nice layered look. The brown bark ground cover contrasts nicely with the block.
Well done. I like that. Very practical. Can you take just a second to talk about what you've done with the sod? And sometimes you think, you know, why do you have to put brand new sod at a home that had grass? Why is that?
Well, it's frustrating for homeowners. This lawn's been professionally maintained, actually by us, and it was weed-free, but the most distracting thing, actually two distracting things, were there is just a mix of all these different grasses. Over 20 years ago, it was sodded, but what happens is over time, you get birds that come into the property, and birds eat seeds, and grass goes to seed, they eat the seeds, they fly someplace else and deposit the seeds, and that's how everyone gets a mixture of grasses in the lawn. Basically, you've got three choices. You can live with it, tolerate it, and if you want to get rid of it, you have to spot spray, and we considered that actually as an option here. But if we would do that and kill off just these certain areas, it wasn't leaving us with much left. And so we decided to do a total kill and killed off the whole entire lawn, and that also allowed us an opportunity to fill in low areas that had settled over the past 20 some years. So.
You know, the truth be known, football stadiums, baseball, they do that on a pretty regular basis, I believe.
Oh, they do, yes. Yeah. And so we get a lot of people calling us, contacting us, very, very frustrated. They're wanting that perfect yard.
Can't get it.
No, because weed killers don't kill grass, and it's just various different types of grasses.
So you can help the viewers at home if they want your assistance to do that very thing.
Oh, sure. We coach a lot of people through the process. They can do it themselves, or they can hire us.
Well, you can connect with Mark at lintons.com or stop by County Road 17 in Elkhart. Mark, as we move down the way here, beautiful landscaping, and I think the viewers at home are really going to enjoy this. I like the color. I really do.
We've got a lot of color here that was important to the homeowner. That was one of her requests. We've got a lot of pink, we've got some yellow, and some of these plants were here originally. The dwarf Alberta spruce were part of the original landscape. We added all the roses, and we added some beautiful repeat blooming hydrangeas, and just made it so it's always colorful.
And one of the things that we failed to mention is the fact that, Mark, this is kind of a recurring theme with you on the segments here, but you go in and you really take stock of what's already here, and as much as is possible, you continue to use the existing plants, trees, and shrubs.
You know what? We're plant lovers, we're tree huggers, and so if something is growing and healthy and doing well, of course we keep it. I've got a real simple test, and the test is you stand back, you take a look at it, and if it can't pass the test, it needs to go. And that test is this tree or shrub adding beauty? And if it isn't, then why are we keeping it?
This is a beautiful home, folks, again, on the south side of Eagle Lake here in Edwardsburg. And we're going to swing around and talk a little bit more about some of the landscaping here. And, Mark, what do you say we walk over toward the front door?
Sounds good, Craig.
Let's do it. Well, Mark, some really nice contour going on here, and a nice way to kind of set up the frame with the plant that's right next to you.
Yeah, this is actually one of the original ones. This is a viburnum, and it was in perfectly good health and condition. I really expect to get another 10 years or so worth of use out of it. And what we did was just change the plantings, what we call the understory type of plantings down around the base. We have some beautiful coral bells here. These are going to be blooming during the summertime. They get taller spikes. They are hummingbird and butterfly magnets, and we kind of have mixed light conditions here. Some sun, some shade. These actually tolerate both conditions, but when the breeze is blowing and you see these kind of purple burgundy colored undersides of the leaves, just gorgeous, and really a nice color contrast with these golden colored leaves and the dark brown bark ground cover. And where we're standing, Craig, these were actually some step pads that they had before. We positioned these so there's easy access to the garage pass door there.
Where were these step pads? Were they out here in this exact location?
Not in the exact location. We repurposed them and reinstalled them, but it works out really well. And then just behind you, we've got a couple of different types of roses. Again, yellow knockout roses, which are going to get taller. That's why they're positioned more in the back. And then we've also got a miniature rose. These are drift roses or ground cover roses. And just going to be a constant splash of color spring, summer, and fall with the roses. Roses, of course, are deciduous. They'll be losing their leaves in the fall. And so the bones of the landscape are more towards the back. We've got some beautiful boxwoods with gorgeous, shiny, glossy leaves. Eventually, we'll let them get up to about the base of the window. We've framed the architecture with taller plantings on each side. We've got fine line buckthorn, which does a good job of helping hide and disguise the downspout. Got a columnar Hicks yew. And what looks like ornamental grasses right now, Those are actually gladolia bulbs, and we potted these up. We grew them at our nursery specifically for this client. This is his all-time favorite flower, and it's actually not perennial. The bulbs have to be planted annually or taken in, brought inside during the winter time. But this is really, really special to the owner. This is going to provide beautiful array of colors. They're going to be able to cut those gladolias, bring them inside the house so that they can be enjoyed there. So we've got gladolia bulbs on each side of the front entrance, and then also back here in the corner in front of the trellis, and then a beautiful globe blue spruce, which adds a bright blue color 12 months out of the year.
It's a nice view from both the street and from inside, isn't it?
The homeowners here do spend a lot of time inside, and so it was important that they do have a view from inside the house.
Well, let's step across here and see what else Mark has done at Linton's, lintons.com, the website, if you'd like to maybe hook up with him and get some ideas of your own for your own home. And Mark, you could duplicate this look, couldn't you, for a few people?
Oh, of course, but actually we don't.
Everybody's different.
Everyone is totally different. In fact, that is one of the promises that we have to our clients. If someone would say, I want it exactly like that, no, honoring the previous customers. But of course, we invite our guests to come out to the garden center, walk around, make us a list of your wishes, and we incorporate all those into the plan or the design. Got a nice focal point here, a beautiful red Japanese lace leaf maple, has the red burgundy colored leaves spring, summer, and fall. And where you see the tomato cages, we have positioned those around some peonies. Now these are very, very sentimental to the homeowner. They were here before. We just simply transplanted them. We've got 3 peonies here. They were loaded with beautiful, spectacular flowers this spring. You can still see the flower heads there. And they are perennial. They come back year after year. Did a nice arch shape of boxwood hedges, which frames the annual flower area here. Just planted the pink wave petunias. Those are an incredible annual. They'll totally fill in, be a nice big splash of pink color. And then further on down, Craig, were some of the existing plantings. We transplanted a spirea, the hydrangea tree on the corner there. That was existing. We just simply added a couple of the dwarf and/or junipers down below around the base of that tree.
How difficult, Mark, is it to transplant some of these existing plants, trees, and shrubs?
Well, if it's difficult, we chose not to because it wouldn't be in the best interest of the health of the plant. That hydrangea tree that's been growing there for over 20 years, if we attempted to transplant or remove it, it would not be happy and wouldn't survive. But perennials, they're rather forgiving, and so the smaller things like the peonies and the spireas, they'll do just fine.
Very good. Well, every show here with Mark, we kind of sneak in a bit of a wow. If we're inside or if we're outside, it makes no difference. And, well, I'm going to kind of focus our attention now, Mark, over here to the wow, which is really a nice piece to set things up here for the homeowner. Well, before we get to the huge wow, I want to just mention that the homeowners, Dorothy and Merv Long, had a special request. In fact, you're telling me, Mark, that it was really Dorothy's request to do something special here behind us.
That's right. Directly behind us is Dorothy's office, and this window overlooks the front yard. And before we started on this project, this was just a bare front yard. Nothing here at all. And she had several requests. She wanted a bird bath, she wanted to attract birds, and she wanted lots of color, and she wanted to have a raised planting bed.
Well, she got the raised planting bed, and you can get that too when you call on Linton's. And Mark, as we walk around this way, you get kind of a different view depending on where you are on the street in front of the home. In fact, as we swing around a little bit, you can see Eagle Lake behind us.
You can. And with this raised planter here, it's right in the center of the front yard. You can see it not only from the home, but from the street and the driveway. It's designed so there is not a backside to it. And we've got 3 different levels or terraces here. Again, featuring knockout roses, a beautiful color combination of pink and yellow. And then we did a repeat of the dwarf boxwoods with their shiny glossy green leaves, ties in with the other boxwoods, and then also a repeat of the beautiful bright blue globe blue spruce. And one of Dorothy's favorite tree is the dogwood tree, and we have a Chinese dogwood as the focal point here. And that gives birds a place to land and rest. And the best way to attract birds is to have a tree nearby. Birds do not automatically go to a bird bath. They want to make sure that it's safe, and so they will find a near tree. They will perch in that tree. They'll watch to make sure the bird bath is safe, and then once they feel comfortable, they go to the bird bath.
I'd do the same.
If you're a bird, yeah.
Well, Dorothy, a great pleasure to meet you, and it's so nice of you to invite us out to your beautiful lake property here at Eagle Lake. And is it safe to say that maybe the feature we were just talking about over here that Linton's accomplished for you here is maybe your favorite part of the property?
That's my favorite.
Why do you like it so much?
The birds are enjoying it because they've been using that bird bath constantly.
Now, Mark was telling me the birds actually will perch themselves into the tree, watch the bird bath to make sure it's clear, and then land. Is that what you see?
Yes, and they'll come down on the wall, and they'll watch a minute, and then they'll hop in, splash away.
Well, I know you like the job that Mark has done, and you've used Linton's for a long time. And Mark has a special presentation that he wants to make right here. And I tell you what, if that was a wow, that's another wow. Isn't that neat?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Well, Mark, I know this homeowner is a good friend, and you've helped them for a long time, and you've done a beautiful job here. Really spectacular.
Well, thank you, Craig. And yes, so it started out as a business relationship. I've known Merv Long for many, many years and worked at various different properties. And that business relationship has turned into a lovely friendship. And we just really appreciate everything that we're allowed to do out here for them.
All right. Well, you got plenty of summer left to go here, Dorothy. Mark told me that there might be some plans possibly for the back. Are you thinking maybe near the lake as well?
Yes, I think maybe next year we'll do that. I've been doing a little on the inside, so we have to kind of pace ourselves.
I understand pacing. Well, very good. Thanks again, Dorothy. A pleasure meeting you, and you have just a wonderful piece of property here on Eagle Lake.
Thank you so much.
Mark, thank you. Wonderful job as always. If you'd like to find out more about what Linton's can do for you, go to lintons.com, or you can stop by the County Road 17 location, Linton's Enchanted Gardens in Elkhart. Well, we're going to take a little bit of a break here, and when we come back, some great value for you. It's the freebie sale lying straight ahead. Stay tuned.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden. Plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on dazzling daylilies, only $3.99. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Welcome back to the program, here with Mark Linton once again. And Mark, you've got some great sales going on this weekend. Not only do you have the freebie sale going on, not only do you have the Green Thumb Savings Club member savings of 50%, but tell me again, how can you offer the flats at $7.99?
Well, Craig, these are locally grown annual flats of flowers, and we are passing the savings on to our customers. They're never going to buy them cheaper anyplace else, only $7.99 a flat.
Good reason to come out yet today here at Linton's, County Road 17 in Elkhart. And you can check them out online as well at lintons.com. Well, Mark, let's get going here as we conclude the second half of the show today. You've got some great value for the folks at home.
We do, and a beautiful assortment of plants and shrubs here. Great way to add color to your landscape. The first one here is a red flowering rose of Sharon. This has not bloomed yet. It is a summer blooming ornamental tree or larger shrub, and blooms with beautiful red carnation-like type of flowers throughout the summertime. And our guests are going to be buying two for only $16.99. That's two Rose of Sharon for $16.99. Basically, buy one, get one free.
Excellent. Till 6 tonight and Sunday till 6.
Next shrub here, this is a beautiful dwarf conifer. It's an Andorra juniper and prized for its low maintenance. Only gets to be about 14 to 16 inches in height, and that's with no pruning whatsoever. And a beautiful lime green color. In the fall, it actually changes colors and it turns to this almost purplish plum color. Nice ground cover plant, good bones for the landscaping. The Andorra junipers, they're on sale, 2 of them for $29.99.
And you are really just pulling the stops this weekend, Mark.
Here's one of the old-fashioned favorites, Craig. This is a snowmound spirea, prized for the beautiful clusters of white flowers. Right now, if you look real closely, you can see the buds. This is going to be in full bloom in just a couple more weeks. It's part of our Green Thumb Savings Club members only sale, so you've got to be a member. And if you are, you're going to save 50% on this shrub, and you're going to get this large shrub for only $4.99.
People sign up even online for the Green Thumb Savings Club?
Actually, they can't, but any of our sales associates here would be happy to help them. A 12-month membership is only $20, and you are going to be receiving 50% savings.
You get in the inside track on that, don't you?
You're right, Craig. And then the next one here, this is a little miniature dwarf tree. In fact, there's a lot of shrubs that get larger than this, but this is a Crimson Queen maple. And very low maintenance, only grows about an inch or so a year, and at full maturity, only going to get to be about 5 feet in height. Maintains the beautiful red or burgundy colored leaves spring, summer, fall. Part of our freebie sale, buy one, get one free. Have 2 of these plants for only $59.99.
Excellent. Boy, those are beautiful, Mark.
This next one here, Craig, this is a dwarf blue Arctic willow, and you can kind of see the blue-green color in the leaves. And what I really like is planting these in a place where you can see the movement of the leaves and the branches. These work out really well for around a swimming pool, a backyard, someplace where you're wanting to have some privacy. They do tend to grow quickly and get to eventually to be about 10 to 12 feet in height. Green Thumb Savings Club members are going to get these for 50% off. They're only $7.99.
The savings continue through the weekend here at Linton's County Road 17. Come on out. Everything you see here is available today and tomorrow at these deep, deep discounts.
Ornamental grasses are incredibly popular, gaining in popularity every year. This is a maiden grass, and it comes into its full glory during the fall time and has these huge, beautiful, feathery plumes. Eventually gets to be about 6-7 feet in height. Low maintenance plant. All you do is simply prune it down to the ground in the springtime as soon as the snow melts, and it comes back year after year. The maiden grass is buy one, get one free. You're going to get 2 plants for only $22.99.
Some people kind of have 2 schools of thought in pruning that particular brand, don't they? Some of them let it go, and others like to prune it back.
That's right, and actually there's not a right way or a wrong way. The most important thing is that you do prune it once a year. Some folks like to see it up throughout the wintertime, and that's me. That's my personal favorite. I like to see it. It provides some interesting winter interest. So if you cut it down in the fall or cut it down in the springtime, makes no difference at all.
Great pointer. Thank you, Mark.
And then, Craig, out here front and center, this is a little dwarf fountain grass. It's a little miniature grass, only reaching to be about 2 feet in height, 2 feet in width, and has also a beautiful feathery tan plume in the fall. And it's part of our sale. Dwarf fountain grasses, buy 2, get 1 free.
All right, what else, Mark?
Oh, one of my favorites here. This is called a Pink Beauty Potentilla. And for those that have a lot of sun, this is the perfect place for it. This beautiful plant not only blooms in the summertime, it started blooming in the springtime. It'll bloom all the way up into the fall. And even where there's no flowers right now, you see tons of flower buds. The Pink Beauty Potentillas are for Green Thumb Savings Club members only. They're 50% off. That plant's only $12.99.
So it's liking the bright sunshine of today, isn't it?
It's very happy, just like us. And then this is a compact oriental spruce. It's an unusual dwarf conifer, little miniature needles, and even develops little cones later on in the fall and the wintertime. Nice foundation plant. As part of our freebie sale, buy one, get one free. You're going to end up with 2 plants for only $29.99.
All coming in great containers, so it's really easy to transplant into your own yard.
Then Craig, in the back corner there with those beautiful burgundy colored leaves, that is a purple leaf Sestina plum. In the springtime, it had clusters of beautiful pink, very fragrant flowers, and then after it's done blooming, it maintains those purple leaves all spring, summer, and fall. That plant grows up to be about anywhere from 4 feet to 8 feet in height, depending upon how you prune it. Nice foundation plantings. I personally love to put those in front of a house, either with burgundy colored exterior or a bright yellow colored exterior. That color really pops, and you want to position that in a place where you're wanting some height. Those are 50% savings for our Green Thumb Savings Club members. That plant is only $17.49.
Very, very good. Go ahead, Mark. Finish up here soon.
And in front of that, Craig, is an unusual cypress. It's a Willamette elegans cypress. Part of our sale, buy one, get one free. 2 plants for only $29.99. This one, you could go for probably 3, 4, maybe even 5 years without pruning it. Grows just a fraction of an inch. Nice dwarf conifer, low maintenance evergreen. Works not only in full sun, also tolerates some shade.
Unlike the plum that requires a little bit of maintenance at times, right?
It does require to be pruned at least once a year.
Yep. Okay.
And then in front of it's one of our popular tropicals. These are nice to plant annually around a deck or a patio. It's a dwarf ornamental grass, beautiful array of colors. You see all the different colors from yellow to pink to burgundy and some green in there. It's a New Zealand rainbow flax, part of our sale. You're going to get 2 of those for only $19.99. Buy one, get one free.
Interesting color there, too, I might add.
It's prized for its beautiful variegated leaves there. And then finally, Craig, is our little miniature dwarf repeat blooming daylily. This is called a mini pearl daylily. Little miniature tiny dwarf flowers, and those are buy 2. Actually get 3 of them free. Our guests are going to be saving $47.90 with the purchase of that.
I don't know if anyone heard at home. Was that Rose in the background?
Rosebud.
Rosebud! I'm
Yes.
sorry, Rosebud. How could I forget that?
That's our miniature dwarf donkey. She got a glimpse of us here. She loves to be petted and loves to be fed.
Kind of a nice segue. The petting zoo, of course, is available all day long through the weekend right here at Linton's. Bring the kids out. Bring the grandkids out. Enjoy yourself here. It's more than just a retail shop. This is a destination, folks. County Road 17 in Elkhart. And Mark, again, online at lintons.com, correct?
That's right, Craig.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. And, again, we want to encourage you to come out and get a part of the action here by cashing in on the freebie sale and all the other things going on here at Linton's. For our producer, Gary Martin, for Mark Linton, this is Craig Wallen. Until next time, so long, everybody.